constructions. This is 6.15 kilometer long and 18.10 meter wide, and it actually connects the 21 districts to the central of Bangladesh. And the governments actually need $3 billion Markin dollar to build this bridge, but we don't have that much fund. We actually offering a loan for World Bank, but unfortunately it actually denied by the World Bank. So the government decided to make this loans by their own effort. Recently, last year, our finance minister Abdul said that we want to raise 1 to 2 billion Markin dollars from issuing the bond in the international market. And later then, in September 2015, the German US-based investment bank, Goldman Sachs, and the German Dutch banks AG offered $3 billion for the construction, $3 billion so to issue the sovereign bond in the international bond market. So we can actually attribute this sovereign bond related to the IS 32 financial instrument or IS 39 financial instrument recognitions and measurement, or IFRS 9 that actually amended later then. And we have to, this is a financial asset for the bondholder, but for ourselves this is a financial liability, and we have to give them the interest. So we can attribute this interest as per IS 23 borrowing cost. And government actually also buying the alongside the property, alongside the river of Mawa, alongside the bridge. So we can attribute this property as an investment body, as per IS 40, because the government didn't know that in which aspect or which purpose the government want to use this property. And if you're talking about another massive projection of Bangladesh, like Pyra Deep Sea Port. Pyra Deep Sea Port actually located in Portugal. It also actually boosting our economy, boosting our southern district of our economy. And this is also a matter of, we can relate also all the ISRs actually in every project. If you're talking about how much cash the government actually need to complete it, how much cash required to complete this project or complete this port, the government can attribute IS7s, like the operating activities, the day-to-day expense, how much cash actually expenses in this to operate this port. And later than the two China manufacturing company actually operate this construction this port, they can attribute the stage of completion cost and stage of completion revenue as per IS 11. And if you are talking about another big march, you know, if you are talking about the telecom industry, the famous Grameenphone, they are the leading telecom industry in Bangladesh. They are the subsidiary of Telenor Group. They are actually situated in Norway. So they have to prepare the consolidated financial statement as per IFRS 10, and they have to also prepare the separate financial statement as per IS 27. And the another merger actually comes to light. We know everywhere that Robi, Bhartiya Airtel actually merged with Bangladeshi Airtel, and Bangladeshi Airtel actually the subsidiary of the Robi, the Malaysian executive, the parent company of Robi, they are actually adopting 68.7% shares. So they are also treated as a subsidiary, and the Robi are treated as a parent company. So in every project, in every industry, we can relate the international accounting standards and financial reporting standards, but this is the some implications. And if we are talking about the textile industry also contributing in Bangladesh massively. The government can follow the IS2 inventory systems. In IS, the LIFO is not actually approved, because whenever we are approving LIFO, the downside products are actually not sold in the recent times. So this product is being obsolete. So LIFO is not actually approved in IS, although the US they follow the FIFO, LIFO and weighted average as well. And this is the textile industry. And if you are talking, this is actually IFRS IFRS and IS contribute, the professionals are whenever follow or adopting the IFRS, they can actually easily state the international financial reporting standards, financial statements. Before concluding, I would like to thank to all of you to listen to me, and we can contribute all the professionals. We know that all the professionals and all the professional body and all the professional students from the professional body contributing this process, so does IS and IFRS. And whenever we actually might be aware that Bangladesh is going through a massive development process, and this might be happening. We believe that the world economy also growing further, and this can be happen whenever all the stakeholders, all the shareholders, all the users' right will be protected. And many of the shareholders, many of the professionals actually working for that to keep them right. They are following the IS and IFRS, the true and fair presentations. That's all from my presentations. Thanks for hearing me. Thanks for all the professors. Let's enjoy this beautiful Bangladesh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Raihan and Bhavya. That was nice, quite nice. Thank you. Let's go for our next contestant. Let's pick a name. Please welcome to the stage Ms. Orpa Shana. Let you know the rules and the regulations once again. You will get 10 minutes for your speech, and a warning bell will ring at the end of 8 minutes. That means you have to finish it. You have to conclude it within last 2 minutes. And the 7-member expert panel will act as judges, as you can see. And the marks given by the judges will be reversed, and the top 3 will be selected. So your topic is professional accountants as business leader, and your time starts now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Orpa Shah, and I am pursuing my chartered accountancy from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Bangladesh. Well, it's my immense pleasure to be able to present on this topic, that is professional accountants as business leaders in this international platform. Well, if we talk about leadership, the first thing that comes into my mind is a person with a very strong vision in fact, who can not only believe that his vision or her vision is measurable and achievable, but also can transfer that understanding or that feeling of his to the people he is working with. So if we talk about leadership again, it can either be inborn quality or it can be acquired. Via training, experience, etc. Well, now if we talk about business leaders in specific, I think 2 broad categories again comes to my mind. That is either a CEO, CFO, or a member of the management committee team of any business, leading the business on behalf of the owners, or it can be somebody who's an entrepreneur by himself, leading his own business. Well, leading his own business, an entrepreneur, well, the first name that strikes to my mind is Mr. Kamal of Bangladesh, who's actually leading who's actually the owner of the famous Lotus Kamal Group. Now, like I said, the vision is very important, and the ability to transfer that his feeling about the vision to others is important. But other than this capability or quality, a few more qualities that strike my mind when I think of a leader is a dynamic strategic perspective, for sure, really good organizational skills, definitely a very good analytical power or the skill to analyze different situations, communication skills, definitely again, to support it all, a very strong integrity and ethics. So now if we talk about a professional accountant's grip over all these skills, I would say we are trained during our professional training period to actually achieve all these skills by the end or by the time we are professional accountants. Talking about strategic perspective, well, let me remind you, finance may lie at the heart of a professional accountant's mindset and skill set, but it is complemented by the strategy and understanding of management that they have. So as a result, the problem-solving analysis, the problem-solving situations, analyzing different situations, how the global economy and having a global perspective is actually in the mindset of the professional accountants. Moving on to organizational skills. Well, planning timelines, planning budgets, alternative evaluation, etc. All these are part of the organizational skills, which is again, I believe, is a very important part of everyday work that the trainee accountants are doing before qualifying and being a professional accountant. If I say, in a very short span of time, we mix with a lot of people understanding different psychological arenas, which actually gives us the opportunity to understand different people and how to deal with different people, which improves our communication skills, not only soft skills but also other skills as to how to deal with different people, how to react to what they're doing, how to improve and move along with the team and other people in the corporate environment. Well, you must be wondering why I did not talk about leadership skills when I'm actually talking about the core skills of a business leader. This is because, in my opinion, leadership skill is actually bits and pieces of all the skills I've mentioned. Like, leadership skills should have some parts of strategic perspective, some part of motivational skills, some part of good communication skills, some parts of good organizational skills, and some part of good analytical power. So I believe leadership skill is nothing very different or specific from all the skills I've already mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me if I say historically professional accountants were not given the exposure and the scope to actually expose or prove themselves in different arenas of the economy or the business world. The only expectations from the professional accountants was either for financial advices or for cost management. As a result, in the past, professional accountants did not get a very big platform to actually expose themselves. But I must say, the times have changed. Quoting the very famous Mr. Ratan Tata, I need MBAs to run my business, but I need CAs to teach the MBAs how to run my business. Well, this statement is very strong in itself and emphasizes on the importance of chartered accountants to run our business. If I take the example of recent times, before rolling out any business, the information or the opinion of a professional accountant is very important regarding internal controls, regarding different business processes, and how the business can be run effectively and efficiently. So as a matter of fact, it is very visible in the present days that the role of professional accountants is very important for any business to run properly and efficiently. A very interesting study in South Africa, it revealed that almost 38% of the country's CEOs are professional accountants. Additionally, in UK, a similar kind of a study revealed that almost 23% of the FTSE 100 companies are led by professional accountants. Heading closer to home, the recent appointment of Ms. Zareen Darwala, the CEO of Standard Chartered Bank India, and Mr. Mahatabuddin, the CEO of Robi Axiata Limited Bangladesh, are exemplifying the increasing appreciation of professional accountants and their leadership qualities. So it's clear that historically the leadership qualities in the professional accountants were not revealed because of the lack of scope and platform, which is now being revealed to the world slowly and steadily. To summarize it all, we are actually heading into a very complex global economy, and we have a lot more evolution to see. As a result, in such a complex economy, professional accountants will be more appreciated and their skills will be more appreciated in future. Professional accountants have marked excellence in every business aspect for over 150 years, and hopefully they will continue even better. They not only ensure effective business reporting, financial reporting and financial management, but also are leading very big companies, global conglomerates, and shaping the economy by making economic policies. I would like to end my speech by quoting Ms. Indra Nooyi, the CEO of PepsiCo. She says, leadership is hard to define, but good leadership is even harder. However, if you can make a group of people follow you to the end of the world, well, you're a good leader. Me being a big fan and admirer of Mr. Indra Nooyi, I'm certainly confident to find my potentials and course to be a good business leader in future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Orpa Shah. And now we're going for our next contestant. Can you please speak under the name, sir?
Happy to announce Ms. Siddharth Archije Ravati Sandini. Miss Sandini.
Ms. Sandini. Ms. Siddharth Archige Ravati Sandini. She is from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka. And you know the rules and regulations already? So, I'll let you know your topic. And your topic is Professional Accountants as Business Leader. And your time starts now.
Good morning all of you. I just tapped on my middle finger, which is the tallest finger of my right hand. And since it is the tallest finger of my right hand, it can be taken as the most important finger to my hand. But in reality, my thumb, which is the shortest finger of my hand, is the strength of my hand. I can't hold this mic without my thumb. I can't eat, I can't drink, I can't even write anything without my thumb. So, it is proven that my thumb is the strength of my hand. Let us all take my right hand as a business organization. And the person representing my middle finger, who always be in front of an organization, who always deals with the customers, who always provide back front office services to the organization, appears as the leader of a business. But the person representing my thumb, who always provide back office services, who provide directions, who provide guidance, who provide the path for the success of an organization, is the real leader of an organization. And any guesses regarding my thumb? If I say my thumb represents a professional accountant in a business, we all agree with me. You all might agree with me because that is the field majority of you are working. But I didn't make that statement just because of the fact that that is the profession that I am going to work in another couple of years' time. So this is the time to prove that fact. An accountant is a business leader. Members from the contest panel and the audience, let me prove the fact that an accountant is a business leader. First of all, I would like to raise a question. If a business has all the resources in terms of human resources, raw materials, and even financial resources, will it be a successful business? Definitely not. Those resources should be utilized in an efficient and effective manner in order to achieve organizational objectives. And if those are utilized in the correct manner, the objectives can be achieved. And who is the person who makes plans, who makes budgets, who makes cost-benefit analysis, who provide recommendations in utilizing those resources? Definitely the accountant. So, in that point, I'm going to say that accountant is a leader. And I have another question. If I ask, what is the most important resource for a business? An HR manager would definitely say that is the human resource. But I would like to make a point. Even though there are so many motivational factors to motivate employees, human resource, the financial factor plays a major role. The financial factor has become a major role in 21st century. So, financial resources can be taken as the most important resources in the today's business world. And investing decisions and financing decisions, which are the most sensitive decisions in an organization, are taken by whom? The accountant. So, hence, accountant take those decisions. I would like to make that accountant is a business leader. is operating well, can it take resources from the shareholders? Can it take credits from the creditors? Can it take the fact that to the government we are operating well and we are doing our business well, so give us tax reliefs? No, a business just can't go to the public and say that we are operating well, so shareholders come and invest in me. We are operating well, so creditors come and give financial resources to me. We are operating well, please, government come and give tax relief for us. A business has to communicate those information in a formal manner, and that formal manner is definite.